Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will be first on the attack. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. and he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He'll return it from around the 50. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Oh, he's got a chance. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Drones. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Hokies! First score of the game goes up.
Well, after that touchdown, the crowd here at Lane Stadium is absolutely going crazy. This is one of the great environments and best fan bases in all of college football. Exit light, enter night.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's White. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got an open man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Scholes. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's throws. Picked off, what a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your leg.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Bring in the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Buys a little time. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And the Noles have this offense rolling. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Sure hands. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Grab near the marker, it's Webster. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hokies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw. It's Drones. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. It's Green. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Drones. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused a missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's White. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Catch in the middle. It's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Groves. They get to him as he throws. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now they take the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third down, going up top. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's White. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. The Noles get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They punted away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great...
Looking deep. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Snap into the back. Touchdown, no! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense. To run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Under fire! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Selden. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Not exactly what you wanted on first down. It's 2nd and goal from the 13. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, he's going for the goal line. Push down for the tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might.
Touchdown, Hokies! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
27, Florida State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The give is to Williams. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to power it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. and he curls that thing just inside the left upright. All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start in the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Drones. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Green. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Got a man. It's Green. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot. Puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an
and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Going right down the boulevard. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. The give on the inside. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Third and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And on that situation, on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game is decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.